Hello and welcome to I Am Geek, and this is episode 85, and Merry GEEKMAS. It's that time of the year. It's Christmas time.
Woo! Merry GEEKMAS.
Yay. I'm Ryan. I'm joined by my brother Chris and our good pal, Katrin. How you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic. How are you, Ryan?
Splendid.
He asked me how I was first.
Oh, well, yeah. you asked me, like you asked both of us. So I had to answer too.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
So in order of things, like it was like Katrin, me, and then
sorry. So it's my fault. I was out of I'm sorry. Gee, whiz. My bad.
I'm just going by, Portman's rules or whatever.
There we go. Chris is on his phone tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And I'm sitting in a laundry room. Just because. So
but you have a nice bowl of fake fruit above your head, though.
Yeah, it looks like
I'm
it's on
guessing
your
that's
head.
fake fruit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You're a Copacabana.
Well, I'm sure all our listeners are getting ready for Christmas because it's like in a few days. I mean, it's next week, so just around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, unless you're listening to this like a few months down the road.
That's true.
It's not.
But you can relive Christmas by listening to our podcast.
Yeah. Christmas all year long.
I mean, some people keep their tree up like all year round, so
that's true. Our parents used to do that. They just put it behind a screen.
Oh yeah, put it behind a screen. But some people leave trees up like up, like they have a Christmas tree room. You can just go in and sit.
Ooh.
And look at. I was at Lowe's today, and they like all the stores already have like all their Christmas stuff like discounted, like 50% and stuff. I was there for something else, but I went to look to see what they had, and I rounded the corner, and there, standing in the middle of the aisle, was Ralphie from the Christmas Story. In his
Ralphie
in his full pink bunny costume. It was a blow up thing, like the elf one that you've seen.
Oh yeah.
But it looked like somebody standing there because it's like the right height, and like it has his face on it, printed on it, and it's like furry, like the blow up thing's furry. It's so funny.
Sure, that does well in the rain.
And I was like, oh, I want to buy that, but then I looked at the price, and the original price was $80, so it was still $40. I'm like, nope, still too expensive for a pink bunny.
That's a steal. and it won't poke your eye out.
Yeah. So if it goes down in price, I'm definitely buying it, and I'm just gonna like hide it in rooms, like when people come over. It's like have it sitting in the bathroom. Well, if you put it in a bathroom, you could turn the fan on in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And people just think, oh, it's just a fan, and then they'll.
But
there
was it someone that we all knew that had a golem, or is it just me?
No,
yes,
we all knew.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was Adam, right?
I forget who
Adam
it was.
Franklin
It's
has
Adam
the golem.
Adam Franklin.
And he set it up in a bathroom.
Yep.
And if you look at YouTube, you can look for a video called the Golem Trick. And you'll see him play a joke on some of our other friends with the golem in a bathroom. And it's pretty funny. There's a dang golem in there.
Greg Jones. I'm sure you're listening, Greg.
Thank you, Greg, for
Yes.
bringing us all joy.
He doesn't say dang, though.
Yeah, I guess it did. we watched it here. Well, the wife and I watched it about a month or so ago because I think we were talking about it. I don't know. I think we said something about it at one point here, but
yeah, it's funny. It's really funny.
There's a dang golem in there.
Anyways, Merry Christmas.
Merry
So
Christmas.
we're gonna let's get some news out of the way, and then Katrin has a special thing for us tonight. Really excited.
Christmas themed.
Oh, Christmas themed. Anyways, so just today, a trailer came out, a poster came out. I a Home Alone commercial came out. He was expecting that.
Yeah, I know.
A grown-up Kevin McAllister, still home alone.
Oh, poor guy.
If you haven't seen the video, it's for like Google Home or something like that.
Yeah,
Sure.
And still living in the same house. So I guess he's never moved out.
Yeah, it made me want like another Home Alone movie starring him, like as an adult. That would be pretty funny.
I was thinking that the other day. I was like, when he grew up, like, what did he become? Because he was smart enough to do all that. Like, did he become a cop? Did he like work for a security place? Like,
Criminal. He became a criminal.
oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, he knows
he
how to
wasn't-
break into
was-
all the places now.
Yeah. And he was a psychopath who loved to inflict bodily harm on people and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an article, I think it's on Engadget maybe, where they look at the science of all those things that those traps he set up basically, and he said those would do a whole lot more damage than they really did. Like they were, the picture I saw, I didn't get to read the whole article, but they showed a paint can in front of this face of like a skeleton, like they had I guess the whole thing set up where they simulated all those things, and just talking about how bad that would be to crush somebody's face in, if that paint can came swinging down and knocked somebody in the head.
Yeah, he would have killed he would have killed those guys. They would have been dead.
Yeah.
I mean, those bulbs or whatever that they stepped on, it was the glass ornaments, right? That
I saw a thing on that. The glass ornaments are like the least of their worries.
That's true. I mean, but that's still pretty bad. That would stink.
But, the blowtorch to the head. Apparently, he would have had like piece of his skull damage that would have to be replaced or something like that if that had happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what Katrin has for us today. We're going to test all those out right here on the podcast to see which one kills us.
I've already arranged it with your families, so they're gonna.
Oh no!
They're gonna throw stuff at you and burn your hair, or your head.
Oh, so that's why I'm on my phone. I got to move through the house.
That's right. Yeah. You filthy animal.
And there's the title of this episode.
Filthy animal.
Such a great. I think because I'm visiting our parents, and I think they're actually watching that right now. I walked through a while ago, and they're sitting there watching Home Alone. Maybe this will just be the Home Alone episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Home Alone 1 and 2 were both good, and then they switched to some other kid for 3, right?
There's like 4 of them altogether, I think.
Oh, is there?
But it's a different kid.
Yeah, it's a different kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the other 2, so I don't think I ever watched them.
I saw somebody pose a question about that, like, what did his parents do to have that big of a house and all the stuff that they did? Like, what?
Yeah.
Maybe they were like part of the mafia or something.
Mm-hmm. And the whole family's horrible. Like, I mean, if you really watch it, like, they're terrible people. Because it's obvious, like, the older brother is doing these things to the younger brother, and the parents are just like, oh, no, it's okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
You're the problem child.
Right. It was probably your fault.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
Yeah. Terrible.
And then, and to leave your kid at home alone, and you get board an airplane to go to a different country, and you don't realize it until
board an airplane. Yeah.
You get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize this until today. There's the thing on YouTube called Pitch Meetings, and it's this guy, and he goes back and forth with himself, like pitching a movie to like an executive.
Yeah.
And they're really funny. He did a Home Alone one, and he was just kind of going through some stuff, and I didn't realize they actually threw away Kevin's airplane ticket in the first one. When everything gets spilled on the table, when everything gets spilled on the table, they're cleaning it up, and his ticket gets mixed up with that, and it gets tossed in the trash.
But
I didn't even realize that happened.
So that's why they didn't realize that he was missing, because everybody had their tickets, basically. Like they handed out all the tickets at the airport. So like, everybody's here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Poor Kevin.
That's funny. Oh. But would that be creepy if it was an adult and he's home alone, or does it mean it's just normal or whatever? Not creepy, I guess, but like it's just some random guy playing video games all day.
Yeah.
No
The
girlfriend.
robbers would show up and they're like, the robbers would show up like, oh no, someone's home. Let's go.
Yeah. True.
Speaking of robbers, did you segue? Did you see the video that's going around? I'm riding a segue. Of the guy that made the glitter bomb package.
Yes.
So this guy,
yes.
he's like he used to work for NASA, I think. He built stuff for NASA.
Yeah.
But he made this, because package theft is really huge. Like this, especially this time of year when Amazon or UPS, delivers something and then not so good people walk by and see it and they just take it and run away with it. Well, he made this box and it looked like some kind of Apple product or something. And he put 4 like phones in it to capture it, what's going on. And he made this glitter bomb that when they took the lid off, it would like just shoot glitter everywhere and fart spray. It would shoot fart spray every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Fart spray.
Yeah. He did the fart spray in hopes that they would toss it out the car or toss it out wherever, because he had a GPS. He could track the phones. And it was brilliant because he set it up to where everything was turned off until it was jostled.
Yeah. And
everything would turn on. And if it was still in the same GPS thing, everything would turn off. So it would save battery because he didn't know when people would take it. And then if it moved from that place, it would turn on, start recording. And it's so funny. It's so funny. There was like 4 or 5, 6, I don't know, different times that people stole this package, and he kept getting it back.
Yeah, because they thought I was. But it's just like that. Like the people that opened the boxes acted like, well, how dare somebody do this to me? How dare somebody make this glitter go all over my car?
Right.
I'm like, you stole the box.
It's like getting on somebody's property and trying to rob them and getting shot because you're trying. He shot me. You can't shoot me. You're on my property.
I want to see him do it again, but use like a TV like size box and just like make it where it just glitter goes like there's piles of it everywhere, and then just like so much fart spray that they have to like get rid of their vehicle or house or whatever.
I'm just thinking if he could like patent this thing and make it to where it didn't have to have 4 phones, just a video thing, he could probably sell this.
Oh yeah.
So many people.
Yeah. I saw another one that wasn't as elaborate as that, but somebody put like an airbag in it, and when they picked the box up, it would just explode in their hand. It just go boom, and then they'd run off. But I don't understand people. I don't know why they think, hey, look, there's something that's obviously not mine, but I'm just going to take it from somebody's doorstep.
I mean, department stores are doing it, right? They have the ink things or whatever that explode if you try to steal from them. So, but I'm sure somebody will, find a reason why people can't do that from their home. Like if there's some law.
Just set it up with some voltage or something that would course through it. So grab it. It just shocks them.
They did that for people. People were getting their during the election a while back. People were getting their signs stolen out of their yard, and somebody electrified one of them. And when they took the sign out of the yard, it shocked the people.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they kept getting their signs stolen, so they're like, "Well, fine."
That's awesome.
But yeah, that glitter bomb. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. I'm sure if you typed in glitter bomb theft or whatever, it'll pop up. It's hilarious. But anyway, so we had a trailer come out, which was the new Heelboy movie. I gotta say, I thought I was watching something that somebody filmed at a Halloween store. I wasn't impressed with the Heelboy makeup. It looked like a mask that you could buy.
Oh.
Yeah, they did too much. Like the Hellboy before, it was simple, like the mask was. They kind of amplified his face some with some features and everything, but it still looked like Ron Perlman. It was just they just kind of bumped up some of his features. This one, yeah, it's like a full blown facial coverage,
Yeah,
and
it looks
yeah,
fake.
yeah,
And it looked
and
like it
the
was just a
art,
comedy.
yeah, it was like straight up like comedic.
Yeah. And the arm, yeah, the
And
arm.
the arm didn't look right to me this time. It was really stiff. Like before, it seemed like they had some movement with the wrist and everything. This one, the wrist doesn't look like it
Oh, well, they made
moves.
it at Michael's. They just got some, or Hobby Lobby. They just got some of
Okay.
that plant stuff you stick fake plants in and just shaped it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Little
Okay.
foam. I don't know.
Well, that
I
makes
wasn't.
sense.
It may be better than it looks, but it doesn't. It doesn't look as good as the Del Toro Perlman movies.
Yeah. It could be good. I like the actor.
Yeah,
I think he was a good choice. They're replacing him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. See how it
We
goes.
shall see. And then also
There's a bat creature.
a bat creature.
Yeah, it's kind of cool,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I didn't. They didn't show anything with Abe. I guess
He's not in this one.
he's not in this one, huh?
No, him or the woman
Well,
Liz.
who's the woman that's in it?
She is a different woman. I don't remember her name, but she was abducted by fairies as a baby and has
course.
magical power now.
Oh, okay.
And the guy from Lost that you saw is a werepanther. He turned into a panther.
A werepanther. What's that cologne you're wearing?
It's a werepants.
It's a werepanther.
Werepanther.
It smells horrible.
Is there such a thing as a were turtle?
There is now.
I guess.
Where there can be wear anything.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, they were like
Were turtles.
sorta.
Yeah.
Not really,
Wait.
but
Sorry. I
I'm just trying. I'm trying to make it fit for you.
Were panthers.
So yeah, so that makes it even more interesting.
Yep.
But there was two. There was two movie posters that we've seen. One involved some blue shapely legs, and the other one involved someone who's supposed to be blue that wasn't. There was an Aladdin poster released and a Sonic the Hedgehog poster released.
Yeah.
Which both have been memed like crazy.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, the Sonic one's been out a few days or so.
Yeah.
But the Aladdin one just came out today, and it's already like all over the place.
Yeah.
People making fun of it.
Oh well,
Yeah, because Will Smith's on there, and he's not blue. He just looks like Will Smith standing
Shazam!
behind this couple.
Yeah. Goro from Mortal Kombat. So.
Goro.
Yeah.
It looks like the movie that everybody thinks that they saw in the 90s starring Sinbad, but actually wasn't a movie, but everybody thinks it was a movie. It looks like they decided, let's actually make that movie so people would be like, oh yeah, that's the movie I was talking about. So
yeah, but they couldn't get Sinbad anymore.
Yeah, so they got Will
had to go
Smith.
with Will Smith.
Will Smith as a genie. I don't know. Supposedly, Will Smith said that it is going to be CGI for the most part. This is just his human form. Why they chose to put that on the, poster or cover of this magazine, I don't know. I just don't know how people think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where they went to school for marketing, but it was probably a community college or something.
More than likely, the look of them hasn't really been decided on yet. They're probably filming it and everything, and they still haven't decided on what he's going to look like, so it's not done.
Also, nothing against community college. That was probably a bad joke to make. There's a lot of fine community colleges out there.
Shout out to
this week.
Shout out to the community college.
Our sponsor is community college, where a kid can be a kid.
The freshman.
It can be the freshman.
Yes. Fresh
Not-
maker.
not fresh
Anyways, the fresh maker. That's the tagline for everything. And then the Sonic the Hedgehog poster was, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
great.
I don't know why they chose
It's-
that. Here's the shot we're gonna use. Okay, we're gonna have him spread his legs. We're gonna put the camera between his legs and take a picture. Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah. Oh, it just looks bad. He's like weirdly muscled, and it's just a horrible pose. Like the hand pose is terrible. It all looks bad. And there's like some like thing poking out the side of his head. I don't know if it's his eye.
Oh, that's the other poster.
don't
Yeah,
know what-
that's both posters are weird. I don't know. I'm sure it'd be great. I mean, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm sure there was some other stuff that came out this week, but it's been so crazy here. All the Christmas stuff. Oh, you saw Into the Spider-Verse, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I went and saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and everyone needs to see this movie.
Right now.
Wow.
Oh, actually,
now.
finish
Oh, right
listening to the podcast and then
Yeah.
go see it.
Please
Oh,
do.
well, yeah. I guess that's fine. Yeah, do that. Just finish listening while you're driving to the theater. Just do it that way.
So it's a must see.
No, it's a must see. Like, it is good. Like, the animation's great. The story's great. They surprise you with some things in the story that you're not expecting. It can be a little sad at a couple times for smaller children.
Like me?
But I mean, no,
You're
you
not a
probably
small
won't be
child.
sad.
I won't be sad? Okay, so there's
If-
no animals harmed in this movie?
It's not an animal. It's
yay!
not an animal dying. You won't be sad. No, it's actual death. It'll be fine.
Would you consider it the best animated film of the year?
I would, yeah. Like I love The Incredibles. I was excited for the sequel. The sequel disappointed me. And this was awesome. Like, it should win all the awards, but it won't, more than likely, because it's Spider-Man, and the Academy voters only vote for Disney or Pixar, basically.
Boo.
But hopefully it comes out and it wins. But yeah, it's so good. Like, it's if you're a comic lover, you love it. Even if you're not necessarily a comic book reader or anything, I think you'll like it. If you like any of the Marvel movies, you'll like it.
So what you're saying,
It's good.
because you're so highly on this, what you're saying is when you get here next week, you're going to take me to go see it.
Huh. Wow. Merry
oh.
Christmas to Ryan.
I'll come with you and see.
That works too.
Aw. Brothers.
Yay!
Yeah.
I also want to see
And-
Mary Poppins. I'm actually excited. I want to see Mary
Yeah.
Poppins.
Oh,
Yeah, that came out today.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Just a spoonful of sugar.
Too many. They had Emily Blunt and Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's a long name. On
Literally 3 names.
Corbin. It's 3 names. Hey, most are 2. There was it the Corbin, the Late Show host.
Yeah.
James Corbin.
James Corbin, yeah, he had them on, and they did a skit where they went through like all these Broadway musical songs, like singing them together, like one right after the other, and it was fun. It's a good watch. Jump on YouTube and
I'll have to
watch
jump
James
right on
Corbin.
there. I'll be back. Let me go watch it.
All right.
Well, cool. So when you get here next week, we'll go see movies, and we'll go to Dollywood, which that's going to be a fun episode to talk about, and we'll open presents. All the presents you're bringing me.
Man.
Man, I'm excited.
Yeah, all those presents.
Oh, how many
So
presents are
many.
you bringing me?
Oh, I hope they don't get lost on the way.
I got you a present.
Never know.
I got your present. Hopefully you can get it back. Like you could take it back with you in your little car.
Wow.
It's so
okay.
big. Huge.
Huge.
Right.
I hope you'll like it. If you don't like it, I'll keep it. But I think you'll like it.
It's a rake, isn't it? You got me a rake.
No, I know you won't use a rake. Get your leaf blower.
Oh, okay.
Which our dad's making a list for you for when you're here. Some chores for you to do.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all.
I've already done mine, so it's.
Well, you can go ahead and get started on these then. If you're
No,
done with yours.
no.
Yeah, if you're done.
I want you to have fun too.
Yay.
Katrin, what do you get for Christmas, huh?
What did I get?
Now, what are you hoping for?
What am I hoping for? Oh,
A rake?
just not coal in my stocking. That's all.
Oh, but it could heat your house. Cold.
We don't use coal here. True story. We use gas, heat, and electric. So it's don't have to use coal. We're not in West. Wait, no, they mine it there. I don't know if they actually use it there. There's places that use coal for heating, but we don't. I don't know. I've got things on my list, and the missus had my list and passed it around to folks that buy me presents. So we'll see.
Nice of her.
It's mostly things you all probably wouldn't be excited about. So.
Oh, I'm sure I would be.
A French press.
That's
insulated.
Like
that's insulated.
Oh.
Most French presses are glass. And this one is, is that French? This one is insulated.
Oh,
so that was.
It got a nice koozie on the outside of it or something.
No, it's like steel or whatever the metal, like the Yeti cups, that kind of thing. So that's one of the things on my list. So some camping stuff. I got some earbuds that I need. So things I wouldn't buy myself. So fun things. Boring adult things.
I don't think I'm getting anything. So
there is a hard drive I'm hoping to get as well.
Oh, that's cool.
For my Xbox because it's out of space too.
Yeah, I don't think I'm. I think I'm going to Dollywood. I think I'm going to Gatlinburg tomorrow.
That was the thing. Is like we said we went to Disney World this year, so we don't really need to spend money on gifts, but we did anyway. So.
Yeah, I got our son, a bunch of gifts.
Yeah,
and our daughter a few, but our daughter's 1 year old, so it's like, what do you get a 1 year old? So you don't have to really do anything.
Nothing.
Anything. You just give her the box.
The box.
Your son's present.
Yeah, Grant's gonna have.
Your son gets the present.
Yeah.
Give her the box.
He's gonna have a lot of cool presents, so we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But,
so I have a funny story about that. So
about my son? That's weird.
Yes. No. About Christmas and our kids. So we went to see Santa last night, and he told us what he was going to tell Santa that he wants for Christmas, and we couldn't hear what he said, but he told us what he said, and he said he wants a Nintendo Switch. Which he's not getting. and the main reason the reason why he's not getting that is because he just started on that. Like he's never said that he wants that, but all of a sudden he's telling Santa that he wants that. I'm like, what in the world? We could have planned for this, but no. But we probably wouldn't have got it anyways. And then there was something, and then the last thing was a bone saw. Nerf gun.
Oh.
The zombie gun. It's a bone saw. So he's telling Santa, and you could tell Santa's like, what? I forgot what
I thought he was wanting a figure from the first Spider-Man movie of Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, no, I want that. I'll take that.
So the thing that he was supposed to say, which is what he's getting, is a scooter. And he did not say that.
He doesn't want that anymore. It's a bone saw. I want you to get him a real bone saw.
He is getting Nerf guns, but not from Santa. So it's a little tricky.
Is he getting the bone saw?
Not getting a bone saw because that's the first. Once again, this just came up. So,
but if you get him a Switch, then me and you can play Super Smash Bros.
Totally. I mean, I'm not against it.
And if you
got too
both
much
of
other
you
stuff to
want to
be.
go in together and get me a Switch, then we can awful.
Oh.
My 4-year-old actually does really good on the Mario Kart. He plays it in the stores every time we go, and he actually can make it go and stay on the track.
Wow.
Nice. I saw someone, like, their kid was asking for a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, and they took a light switch and wrote Nintendo on it and gave it to him.
Made by Nintendo. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know.
My son told Santa, he said, I want a train and a helicopter for me and a helicopter for my dad. So in other words, he wants 2 helicopters.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's how my son is. There was one time they got me a Lego set, and partially because I said, I want to build that set. That looks fun. It was some kind of a boat, and it was really cool. And we got one for him, or somebody got one for him. That was that boat, and they ended up getting me one from Target, and so I put it together, and then it became his boat that I built. So that was great. Because it was one of those sets where you could actually build one of 3 things out of the set. So with his set, he had ended up making something else. I don't remember what it was, but with mine, I said, I want to make the boat. So now he has the boat. Great.
Is there anything you're hoping for, Chris?
Me?
Yeah.
Not really. Like, I can never really think of anything I want. Like, usually I'm just like, give me iTunes cards and I'll buy comics later. Like, I'm usually pretty simple with stuff like that. Because, I don't know. I don't really buy myself stuff, really care. Like, I've got what I need. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got
what I need.
I got old and boring.
That's kind of how we are. We usually, if we want something, we go get it. It used to be when we were kids and growing up or in college and we didn't have money. It was like, well, we got to wait till Christmas, I guess, and now we're terrible people and just like, oh, I guess I'll go buy that. I want it.
Yeah. And not that I won't appreciate anything given to me. Please give me stuff. Right. That's fine. No, give me things.
Email us at iamgeekshow@gmail.com. We'll tell you where to send it.
Yeah.
Send me stuff. I just want stuff. Nothing particular.
I want fan mail for Christmas.
Oh.
Ooh,
that'll be
nice.
The day, won't it? If we get fan mail, I would love that. Or just, what else I'd love with just somebody like
to interact
with us on social media. Like, I really enjoyed that episode last week. So great. Thanks for, lifting my spirits, making me smile.
A review on iTunes.
A review on iTunes. You can go to iTunes, I'm Geek. Or you can give us a 5-star review and tell us how great. This last week they had some kind of glitch and like everybody lost a bunch of their reviews. We actually lost like 2, I think.
We had 2?
We had 5.
We had 5 or 6. And then 2 of them disappeared, but I think they may be back now. I don't know. I need to check on that. Yeah, we'd love that. The only thing that the stuff that I want is like stuff for the house or something, but I'm not getting any of it. I wanted the hue lights from Philips that could change color, but I won't keep it. I'll get.
Yeah, we got those.
I'm getting. I know. You got those. Yeah, I know. I'm getting Marvel vs. Capcom.
That's right.
Or whatever.
See,
Infinite.
there you go.
Because I said, hey, I want this. Let's buy it right now. So I know I'm getting that. So that's it. Anyways, speaking of games,
it's the perfect segue, actually. Little did you know, this is a perfect segue. I have a game for you guys, and it is a multiple choice game. Each question. So here, and I didn't want to tell you guys what the theme was because it's very easily Googleable. So I don't want you cheating here, but I think this will be fun. We can talk about it along the way, but it's the top gifts from each year. But we're not going to go through all these years. But I picked out key years here.
Gifts,
not gifts. but gifts. So starting all the way back in the year of 1978 when Ryan and I were born. And then we're going up to somewhere in the 2000s. I only have 10 of the questions. We can discuss these gifts as we go and see how it goes. So
yeah, if you did every year from 1978, we'd be here for a long
trust
time.
me, it goes. The list I have goes from 77 to now, and I'm like, this will get boring. So we're just gonna. I've picked some key years. I for sure picked the years we were born, and then just pick some other fun ones. So, so if everybody's ready, we'll get started.
Well, 1 second, let me open Google.
No
Google.
Whoa. Listeners, are you ready? We'll wait. Are you ready, listeners?
All right, is everybody ready? Do you have your pen and pencil?
No, I didn't. I was not told to have a pen and pencil.
Okay.
Oh, does it have to be number 2? Like,
I have my phone.
You don't need a pen and pencil. It's okay. I've got that all covered for you. So,
good.
All right. So 19. Are you ready?
Hold on. Yes.
1978, one of the greatest years ever.
Yeah, of course.
Ryan Street and Chris Catron, myself, were born.
Yeah.
Only months apart. But in Christmas, there was one gift that these are gifts that are tech games and tech.
Games and tech. Well, that
games
changes everything.
Top. Sorry, not games. Toys and tech. I was thinking this is a game. Top toys and tech of these years. So what in 1978, what toy was the top tech toy or game or toy, whatever? You know what I mean.
I'm so confused right now.
All right. So it's either toy or tech.
Okay.
Here are 4 options that you have to choose.
Oh, I already know. It's the hoop and stick.
It's not the hoop and stick.
Okay.
We got past
it. My pet rock.
Is it G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe.
You ready?
Has that tech? That's not tech.
It's toys or tech.
Oh, okay.
Toys. You don't understand games very well after they're explained.
Is this part of the multiverse or is this Elseworlds or?
Trying to make this easy.
Okay.
Okay. G.I. Joe.
Okay.
Rubik's Cube. Star Wars, or Simon. Which was the top gift of 1978?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh my goodness.
Are we against each other, or are we doing this together? What are we keeping score? What's the thing here? What are we doing?
Whatever you want to do. We can just we can have fun with it. We don't have to. We can
each have our guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Star Wars came out in 77.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember when the actual toy line actually came out because you had the card. You buy the card and you'll get the toys later.
So it's G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Rubik's Cube, and Simon.
Yes.
I don't think it's. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's G.I. Joe because G.I. Joe sort of tapered off a little bit, and then it came back big again in the 80s.
That's what I'm thinking about G.I. Joe.
Because G.I. Joe was made a lot sooner than 78, and then it sort of tapered off, and then it came back in the 80s.
Simon seems later to me. Like it's not too complicated of a tech thing, but so I'm leaning towards Rubik's Cube myself.
All right, so okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Star Wars just because it's Star Wars. I know I'll be wrong, but
you're both wrong.
Oh no!
Oh,
the answer is Simon.
Oh,
that's the simple game took the world by storm in 1978. That was.
We should have listened to him.
One of the most popular children's game. Yeah, I kind of goofed on that one. Yeah, that was the. It was one. It was the Simon Says was a big deal with kids, and of course that's from when our parents were kids probably on up, but that became a big game in 1967. The first prototype for multi-program video games was developed by blah blah blah. So in 1978 they created that, and that was big. We had one, and I was Thought I was good at it, but I probably wasn't.
No.
So it was bad, but that was a lot of fun.
So
okay.
far, we have a failing grade. Okay,
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go fast forward a little bit to 1981.
Oh.
Ooh.
Chris, was this the
What?
year you were born?
Yes, it was.
So another great year in the years of years.
Well,
An
Maybe not so
even
much for Chris.
better
Chris,
year.
Chris woke up one day and said, "What? There's some other kid in my house? Like, what the crap?" All right. So here are the next toy or tech that was popular in 1981. These may not have all been in 1981, but these are your choices: toy or tech, BMX bikes, Smurfs, Cabbage Patch, or Atari video computer system.
Oh,
Ooh.
throwing in the tech there. 81.
It's BMX, Cabbage Patch, the what were those?
Yeah, I'll go for BMX again. BMX, Smurfs, Cabbage Patch, or Atari video computer system.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember when Cabbage Patch hit the mainstream, because the thing is, it got huge. Like, I saw an old news thing about it, and they interviewed this older lady, and they said, "What are you here for?" And she's like, "I'm here for the Cabbage Patch Kids. I hate them. They're ugly, and they're they're horrible looking, but I still want one."
Yeah.
And they were started by some guy, and I wanted to say Georgia, and he had like a hospital for him and everything before it was bought by a bigger company. They are pretty ugly.
Yeah.
81.
These are real tough. I recognize this.
These are
so
tough.
Don't feel bad because
I don't think it's BMX.
Yeah,
That's probably what it is. That what it is?
Atari.
No, it's not BMX.
Okay, I'll go Cabbage Patch.
I'm going Atari. I'm going big.
So the biggest gift in 1981 were the Smurfs.
Are you serious?
Did you know the Smurfs began in 1958 and originally appeared in comic books, but later made their way to TV and video games and dolls and more? It was the television shows that began merchandising Barrage in earnest, and Smurf toys were high on Christmas lists across the world in 1981.
We had a bunch of them too. We had a bunch.
Yeah,
of
we did too.
Yeah,
and I love the Smurfs.
We had a village set thing.
Yeah. Big
So-
Smurf house.
Yeah. All right. This is tough. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
It'll get a little bit easier.
So-
Let me give you a little bit. So a lot of these are around each other. So BMX bikes were really not as far off as you think. They were 1982 that those were big. And then the Rubik's Cube and the previous question was 1980. So that one wasn't far off. The Atari video computer system was 1979, believe it or not.
I wondered if it was earlier.
Yeah,
but
I thought the Atari was earlier.
The Star Wars toys, you're right. They were 77. That's when the vouchers came out, and then they came out between 1977 and 85 were the first 100 over 100 of these Star Wars toys were made between those tables there.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. All right, good deal.
Okay.
Next question. 1984.
Doing horror.
1984.
84.
I don't remember.
Four.
There's a book called 1984, but this has nothing to do with that. These are your choices. I think this one will be a little bit. This is tricky too, so I apologize.
I think it's way easier.
All right.
Never mind.
These are the choices: Teddy Ruxpin,
Okay.
G.I. Joe, Transformers, or He-Man.
80 what? 84?
1984.
Four. Oh my goodness. So so He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and what was the fourth one?
Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin, which was huge when it came out.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted
Yes.
Teddy Ruxpin.
I'm going He-Man.
84.
I'm going He-Man. That may be a little late for He-Man, but I want to say He-Man because I was big on He-Man. I was born in 81, like a couple years after. I'm going with that.
Teddy Ruxpin,
Right.
if this was the right year, it appealed to both boys and girls, which would make it a bigger seller, you would think. Because both genders, and there is two genders.
Wow.
Would
That was man. Did you read that off of something?
Yeah.
no.
That's pretty good.
Would
There you go.
You starting a documentary or something?
yeah. I'll go Teddy.
In 1984, Hasbro Toys started a venture with Takara of Japan to create toys and merchandise for the Transformers animated series.
Oh, God.
Oh.
This mission to create a line of toys for the robots in disguise essentially resulted in the longest running and most popular toy franchises of all times. Sorry.
We stink at this game. Let's go back to that Elseworlds thing.
Yeah, it's difficult.
That's good though. We just stink at it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're just bad at it.
We're going to go fast forward a little bit to 1987, 3 years later. These are, this is going to be another tough one. I apologize. These are all tough. 1987, here are the four gifts, the choices, I'll say. Oh gosh, what is that? Okay. I was like, what is that word? Okay. The Koosh Ball, the Bop It, Uno, or Big Wheel.
80 what? 87?
87. 1987.
Stop it. Pull it. Wow. Twist it.
Did you, speaking of Bop It, did you all see the Saturday Night Live skit where they're playing Bop It and they pass their pan, it's like hot potato Bop It, and it gets to the last guy and it says, lick it. It's like, what? So they're like, go ahead. And he's like, oh, you lose, and it comes around, nobody else gets lick it, and it goes to the next person. It's always, he always gets lick it and something else. It's so funny.
So there's Bop It, Koosh Ball,
which
we had Uno,
Big Wheel, the biggest gift in 1987.
87.
I'm going Koosh. I'm going
Kooshin too.
I'm going Koosh
Yeah,
Ball.
two
Wow.
Kooshers here.
You are correct.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Very
got
good.
one.
Yeah.
That one surprised me. I was like, really? There was nothing else. This is
Hey,
extremely
when Koosh came out, it was big. Everybody wanted to
It
get
was
their Koosh
huge.
on.
Everybody.
extremely popular.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I wish I had a Koosh ball right now to play with in my hand.
I bet you do.
The best-selling toy. of 1987.
We had a blue
There
and
you go.
red one, I think. They're
Yeah,
always
and
multiple,
we had a
double color.
red and yellow one too. There may have been a red and yellow one too. I think.
Oh, I gotta go find a Koosh ball now. Can you buy those now?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
I don't know.
I bet you can. All right, let's go forward another year. In 1988, here are your choices.
Hold on, I'm googling Koosh ball. Go ahead.
Okay, 1988. My Little Pony, Care Bears, Sega Master System, Nintendo Entertainment System.
88.
1988.
You can buy Koosh balls. Look at there.
Oh yeah.
You could buy an actual Koosh three pack for $11.95, or a single one for $6.47. Man, I gotta go talk to
All I
Santa.
can think about.
What?
I can't think of anything besides Koosh Ball now. What was the four?
1988. My Little Pony, Care Bears, Sega Master System, or the Nintendo Entertainment System. Which I remember when we got ours, or we were wanting to get one because our neighbors had it, and he told me it cost them, and this is the whole set, $108 after tax and everything. But he had the gun and the robot and everything, which we ended up getting. But it's like thinking about how inexpensive that is compared to now. You know?
We didn't. Well, we didn't have the robot. We had the gun.
Yeah, we had the whole set.
88. That's the year it was released. I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly. The Care Bears was around that time too. I think we had both.
You had Care Bears?
Yeah, we had Care Bears. Yeah, we had a bunch of Care Bears.
But it may have been
Those were
earlier.
boys,
I think
too.
Care Bears were earlier. I remember we
See,
have
that's-
our mom made us sweatshirts of Care Bears, and they were like fuzzy and everything.
Yeah. I'm thinking Care Bears and My Little Pony are both earlier.
Yeah, We had a lion, and we had a what was the other Care Bear?
Yeah, we had. Yeah, it was Lionheart. We had the raccoon.
Yeah, the
Those
raccoon.
are the Care Bear cousins. Those were the Care Bear
Yeah,
cousins.
this is
But we
so
also
sad.
I think we had the blue Care Bear. We had.
I know my sweatshirt was blue, the blue one, because we still have it. And
Softer side.
and
of
our
history.
mom said, "Here, Grant can wear it." And I'm like, "No."
We had. we had the main one, the share heart, or no, I don't know, the one with the heart, like the main,
Yeah.
like, kind of brown one. We had that one.
Man, I really want a koosh ball now, though. I'm going with Nintendo. Why not?
I'm gonna go Nintendo too. That's what I'm thinking.
Nearly a decade after the Atari 2600 made its way into people's homes, Nintendo released the first of its successful gaming consoles. In 1988, they sold 7 million systems by the end of the year, outselling home computer competitors by a million miles.
You know they did. All
right, good
Yeah.
job. Yeah, it's
got
getting a little
two.
easier. Yeah. All right, let's go to 1990. Hitting the 90s.
Ooh.
I love the night. No, that wasn't what this. I don't
There's
know.
only
Anyways,
one. There's only one left. We got to order soon. There's only
What,
one
koosh
koosh ball left
is this on Amazon?
on Amazon.
You probably. I was gonna say you can go to Toys R Us and get one, but you can't.
Oh,
Dadgummit. Okay. All right. 1990. Here are the choices: Sega Genesis, Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Wrestle Buddies.
oh.
I'm going Ninja. I'm thinking Ninja Turtles. I don't think. I think that's too early for Sega.
No, it's not too early. I don't think.
Well, just a year after the first Nintendo
No.
system.
Wait,
This
no,
is 1990.
Well,
So
it's
2
1990.
years after.
It's 2 years. Oh, it's 2 years after. Oh, ouch. Okay, then I'm thinking Ninja Turtles was 89. Then I'm thinking that's when Ninja
It's
Turtles.
either okay.
came
So
out,
when
was
did
89.
the Power Rangers come out? Because I was never into Power Rangers.
Power Rangers? No, I don't. Power Rangers is later. Like I don't. Power Rangers is like mid 90s. I'm pretty sure. So I really don't think it's because Power Rangers the show came out when at the time I wouldn't have been interested in it, and me and Jared Tollinger made fun of it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like I was
Yeah.
still watching Saturday morning cartoons, but it was like it was
Oh.
too much
Oh, I
for that
miss-
age for
I
me.
miss Saturday
Like,
morning cartoons. They don't do that anymore. It's sad.
No.
I'm gonna go Sega
Yeah.
because the other ones I
So-
think are either too early or too late.
So it was
them to-
Sega, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, and what was the fourth
Wrestle
one?
Buddies. I think Wrestle Buddies were the 80s.
yeah.
I want to say Wrestle Buddies was the 80s too. Yeah, I'm changing. Yeah, I think it's Sega. I'm going Sega.
All right. In 1990, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film took the cinemas by storm,
Oh, the film!
Talking
I
up
forgot
to
about
the
the
movie.
film.
200 million at the box
movie.
office, and quickly becoming the highest-grossing indie film of the time. Indie film. The action figures were just as popular, and kids everywhere were fighting over who is the best turtle and demanding the collection for Christmas.
I forgot about the
It was
movie.
Yeah,
So tricky.
that movie tripped us up.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Because the Turtles were in the 80s. They started in the 80s, but yeah, the 90s with the
Yeah.
movie.
All right. Let's move ahead to 1991. Here are your choices: Pogs, Beyblades, Game Boy, or Beanie Babies.
Ugh.
I don't. It's not Beyblade.
Yeah.
It's not Beyblade. I want to say Pogs, really. Let's see. So 91.
Yes.
That was 10. That was around 10. I'm thinking Pogs. I want to say Pogs.
Beyblade Pogs, Game Boy,
And Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. When were the Beanie Babies?
I think
big?
Beanie Babies was later. I want to say it was later. It could have been around that, but oh shoot, were Beanie Babies before Pogs?
All right, I'll say Beanie Babies. You say Pogs, and then one of us will probably get it right. When was
Yeah.
the Game Boy?
I'll stick with Pogs.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
The history of Pogs actually dates back to the 1920s in
Yes.
Hawaii when milk bottle caps were used as a game among children.
But we're
Decades
working
later,
together, so
yeah.
Yeah, I played Pogs. I played Pogs.
I'm sorry,
I
but
love
you can
Pogs.
keep telling us about them if you want.
It's all right. Decades later, the simple game made its way into the mainstream when Pog discs began to be sold, and the Hawaiian game took the world by storm. Kids everywhere were battling it out in the playground to see who could get the biggest Pog collection.
Yeah, I always lost.
My Pog's
didn't have
bigger
them.
than your Pog.
So
I never
that would have
played
been,
Pogs.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade at that point, or 9th or whatever, or 8th grade, because I started high school in 92, so that was 91. Yeah, that was probably too cool for. I don't know. I guess people were doing it. I don't know.
You could. There was a way you could make your own Pogs, and I always did that. I always made my own because I didn't want to go out and buy them because I knew I was going to lose them. I just made my own, and my friends won them for me.
We've got 3 more gifts, and we'll be finished here. So it's hard to say gifts.
Gifts.
But 1992, so just a year later, here are your choices. Tickle Me Elmo, Talking Barney, Walkman, or My Buddy. My buddy.
My buddy. Where he goes, I want to go, my buddy.
We used to say, drunk uncle, drunk uncle. Kid sister.
Yeah. Kid sister. All right, so
I think this is too late. I think this is too late for My Buddy. I think this is before.
Is My Buddy and then what?
Okay, so Tickle Me Elmo, Talking Barney, Walkman, My Buddy.
I think of Walkman because I think Barney and Tickle Me Elmo are later.
Oh,
I think they're later time.
Well, maybe they are later than
92. 92. I'm going Walkman. I'm definitely going Walkman on this one.
92. Hold on. Let me hold on. When did I have a Walkman? Silence.
Silence. Okay. It didn't end. Your iPod didn't crash. Still going here.
Sorry. I'm trying to think when I had a Walkman. Hold on. What did I listen to on the Walkman? Hanging tough.
Yikes.
It's rough.
So
he was.
I got
boy band guy.
when we were in college. I got in my post office box. I got a free CD that somebody had signed me up for Columbia House, and it was the greatest hits of New Kids on the Block. I never found out who did that, but they joined me up for the Columbia House to get all these discs.
I listened to them.
I ended up buying.
Come on, everybody, if you want to hear me sing.
Yeah, I was never a boy band guy.
Just get on the block and do the New Kids thing. I think that's the only one I listened to, boy band wise. So. Anyways, I don't know. Tickle Me.
Barney was the main star of a runaway hit children's television show, Barney and Friends, that started life in 1992, kept running until 2009. Talking Barney toys were the most popular toy on sale in Christmas of that first year, and just showed just how much children loved the show. It was the second popular talking teddy bear-like toy to appear after Teddy Ruxpin.
Hey, kid.
Hey, kid.
So creepy.
So 1993, the next year, is when the Talk Boy came out.
Okay.
Yeah,
because of Home Alone.
Home Alone.
And all right. So moving along to 1997.
I've graduated high school. I'm in college.
Ooh.
In college.
I am in high school.
All right. Was it the portable CD player, the Game Gear, Razor scooter, or Tamagotchi?
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's get serious here.
Okay, so there's portable scooter,
Yep.
Tamagotchi,
Portable CD player.
There's portable CD player.
Okay.
And then what was the fourth one?
Razor scooter or Tamagotchi.
Wait, so Razor scooter, Tamagotchi,
Portable CD player or Game Gear.
Game Gear.
You had the Game Gear, Chris.
Ooh. Yeah, I had the Game Gear.
I still have it.
Yeah, I know.
If you ever want it, it's in my house.
You have most of my things.
Well, you didn't take them, so I took them. That's how this works. Finders keepers. I will warn you when you get here. There's two crates he wants us to look through.
Oh, there always are.
Okay. When did Razor Scooter come out? I'm going to say Razor Scooter. I'm going Razor.
Yeah.
I think Tamagotchi Gotchi or whatever was a little earlier.
I think Tamagotchi was earlier.
Gotchi, sorry, I said Gucci there. Gotcha.
Yeah, Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi is the one is the more expensive kind.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'm thinking Razor Scooter too. Actually, I'm going with Razor Scooter as well.
Fondly remembered as the original virtual pet reality pet.
We're right, Razor Scooter, yay!
The Tamagotchi had kids in charge of a digital pet they had to feed, wash, and generally look after, or risk having them die and have to start all over again. This pocket-sized toy sold in insane numbers, and in 1997 was the year to own one. By 2010, over 76 million Tamagotchi had sold worldwide. And it's even made a reappearance.
That's why I got confused. You said Tamagotchi, and I knew that was a different year.
Yeah,
the Gucci one was.
I was thinking like the purses, like Gucci purses.
Yeah, that's how I got confused.
So the Razor Scooter was in 2000.
Later.
And that's what's crazy is those things are still going strong. I mean, we're not getting our son. Gosh, I shouldn't say it so loud. He could wake up in here. The original with the tiny wheels, this is one with bigger wheels, and I rode one the other day, and it's not too bad. It's pretty easy. All right, so we have the last question.
Oh, it all comes down to this, Chris.
Yeah, which got a little bit easier. So I didn't go too far in the future. I went to 2005.
In 2045. Holy.
Sorry, didn't go to recent years. I went to 2005. And here are your choices. Because the recent years were either dumb. We wouldn't have known much, or they're dumb or whatever. So, and we can go through the whole list real quick when we get done. But 2005, here are your choices: the iPod Touch, Elmo Live, Xbox 360, or the PS3. Which was the biggest gift of 2005?
2005.
2005.
Xbox 360, Touch. PS3, iPod Touch.
Yeah. Or Elmo Live.
Where was I in 2005?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of where. What was that? 2005. I don't want to say it's not the PS3.
You know what's great about 2005?
What?
It's the year I was married.
Oh,
there you go. What gift was your number one on your registry there?
One gift that I got that wasn't on the registry was the full complete set of Pee Wee Playhouse that I got from Streets.
Hey.
It was a great gift.
I remember when I got married, I got the PS2. So, I'm just thinking. So the PS2 was 2000.
Very good.
I got it in 2002.
Interesting.
So PS3.
Yeah, I don't think it's PS3. I don't think it's
iPod Touch.
I don't think it was. Wait, PS3, Xbox
360,
iPod Touch,
and
Xbox 360.
I remember the iPod Touch was like very popular. It was like everybody got to have the iPod Touch, and they were like selling out like crazy.
2005.
But now the iPod Touch is like, why would you want an iPod Touch?
Yeah, you have a.
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go Xbox 360.
I don't know when the iPod Touch came out. When did the iPod Touch come out?
Well, that would be too easy.
I'm going Xbox 360.
It's either gonna be that one or iPod Touch probably. I'll go iPod Touch. That way we'll cover our bases.
Are you ready? 2005 was the year of the Xbox 360, the insanely popular new console from Microsoft that started selling just in time for Christmas. In 2006 was the Sony PlayStation 3, and in 2007 was the iPod Touch. 2008 was Elmo Live.
I thought you said 2007. Yeah, that's where I got confused.
You're wrong.
I got my years wrong.
right, so that was the last question. Y'all did all right. It was a tough one. We can go through the list real quick. And we've talked about a few of these. So 77 was Star Wars. 78 was the Simon. 1979 was Atari, the original Atari. 1980 was Rubik's Cube. 1981 Smurfs. 1982 was BMX bikes, and that's probably when that BMX movie came out, and all those movies. And Rad, that was one of my favorite movies. The Cabbage Patch Kid in 1983. 1984 was Transformers, of course. 1985 was Care Bears. 86, Teddy Ruxpin. Koosh was 87. 88, Nintendo. 89 was the Game Boy. It came out soon after the NES.
Yeah.
Was popular that year. Man, I wanted one so bad when I was a kid. I never had one.
Oh, we had all kinds of Game Boys.
I know. There was one time that Nintendo Power had a contest where you could design a skin for one, and if yours got picked, you could win one. And I thought I sent mine in, and it was like this camo skin or something. It was really good. Oh, that was pretty good, but I didn't win. So
you can play my Game Boy if you want.
No, it's all right. 1990, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 91, Pogs. Barney, 1992. Talk Boy in 93. Power Rangers were 94. Beanie Babies 95.
Oh, that's where I got confused.
Tickle Me Elmo 96. 97 Tamaguchi. Furby 1998. We had a Furby, and it was in our closet at some point, and it started talking in the closet. Whenever they got low on batteries, they started.
You burned it with fire.
Yeah, and it still talked. Pokemon in 1999.
Pokemon.
The Razor Scooter in 2000. 2001 Bratz. Beyblades 2002. And then Robo Sapien in 2003 and 2004.
Oh,
actually.
yes. The Robo Sapien.
I don't.
Of course.
Yeah. 2005 Xbox. 2006, we talked about the PlayStation, all that. Let's see. In 2009, the Nook from Barnes & Noble.
What do you want, kid? I want a Nook.
Really?
Yeah, I know. 2010 Apple iPad. 2011 Let's Rock Elmo. Some of these I'm like, what? Really? Wii U in 2012. Big Hugs Elmo. Elmo has shown up quite a bit throughout the years as being a big popular gift. Big Hugs Elmo. That's creepy. Elsa doll in 2014. 2015 BB-8. 2016 the NES Mini, of course. 2017 Cosmo, the little robot that pushes the blocks around and does some things. Some apps. And 2018, this I've never heard of this, so I'm not really sure about this, but it's Boxer AI robot.
Oh, of course. It's the robot from Rocky IV.
Yeah, it's
making a comeback.
A box-shaped robot that has these cards, and it's like a programming kind of thing, I guess. But so some of these things on the list were not, maybe were kind of weird.
You guys didn't get your son's the best present this year, then?
Apparently not.
No, I got him a box. I got him a box. He can stick cards in it.
You can find this list on Pocket Lint, pocket-lint.com if you're interested, and see all the wonderful lists there. So there you go.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Cool.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
So did you all get any of these top gifts? Did you get Transformers in 1984 at Christmas, do you think? Years after.
We got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably did.
The Nintendo.
I'm sure we got Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
The Nintendo and those systems, we usually pulled our money together and got those. Not necessarily during Christmas. We'd get like the video games during Christmas. I remember getting like Mega Man and stuff like that. But the actual systems, I think we usually pulled our money together.
It's such a great day to get video games then, because you'd go to Toys R Us, either that wall with the cards on it, and you'd look through them all, and then you'd go to the cage and take the card to the cage, and then they would be like the video game prison, and they'd be like, okay, slip your card under, we'll slip you the game. Oh, great days.
So one Christmas, I asked for Elevator Action. I wanted to play it so bad. I never played it, and I didn't get it for Christmas. instead I got RC Pro-Am, which was a better game, but it was funny because it appeared as a gift from Santa Claus because it was just sitting out. You know how Santa Claus gifts are; they're not wrapped, right? At least in our house. And I remember my parents. So I remember my parents saying, "Yeah, the guy at the store told us that you'd like this one better. That the elevator action is not very good. Like it's too easy." And I don't remember at that point, but I vaguely remember thinking, "Wait a second." This was a Santa gift here. You did not get, I think they thought maybe that I knew already or something, or maybe I was still in that phase where I was like, maybe, you know. But yeah, so I've still have never played. I may have played elevator action once, but
I never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it was this game. It's kind of a puzzle game, but you have this screen, and there's all these elevators going up and down. And you have this little guy run across, and you try to get in the elevator to get up to a certain point. So it's like you have to go. If you go to one floor, there might be a bad guy, so you want to go to a different floor and run over and get to the next elevator and go up. And so I don't know. Yeah, it probably was kind of lame, but I wanted it. But I did love.
It does look familiar. There's like a bunch of doors and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure out the right one to get where you need to go. But I did love RC Pro-Am, and that was a fun game. Lots of time put on that one.
Cool.
Yeah. It is a game. Looks like someone's just sitting around like, we need to come up with a game.
Yeah.
What can we design that's really easy? That's just a bunch of boxes.
Yeah. There's a lot of
elevators.
It's like Burger Time. It was one of the most fun games, but it was so
That's
simple.
my wife's favorite game of all time is Burger Time.
That's funny.
She would go to Disney Quest, and that's all she'd want to play was Burger Time.
That and Dr. Mario, right? And she a big Dr. Mario?
Yeah.
I remember when we got the Wii and we could play online. We tried to play against each other on that for some reason, but we could never get to work.
So now we play all kinds of. We play games where we just roam around and pick up weird food that gives us radiation.
Kill these radioactive bugs or mole rats.
Boy, how times changed. What do you do in this game? You just walk around and pick stuff up.
Oh, wait, my character's hungry. I gotta go.
I'm over encumbered.
I'm over encumbered.
I can't move around.
Did I tell on the show? So we play Fallout 76 together. And I don't know if I told this on the show. If I had, you guys can stop me. But in the game, there's certain like places where you like containers and stuff. You have to pick the lock. So you have to find bobby pins to pick the lock. Well, I think we played too much one night or something because the next day I saw a bobby pin laid on the counter. And I'm like, I've been looking all over the place for one of those. I got to pick that up. I got to hang on to that. And then I legitimately thought to myself, will this make me over encumbered? Like, is it too heavy? Probably not. I should be okay. That's when you know you've played too much.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's funny. We just got an update on the Tesla, and they added a new Atari game. Namco's Pole Position.
I saw your wife post that. She was doing very bad.
Racing game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, that was me driving. because like, so you actually drive with the steering wheel and with the brake pedal. So you're actually driving, but like you barely move the wheel and it like shoots off left to right.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's how it was, right?
And I was just like, I can barely move this thing, and I'm trying to move it just slightly, but it wants to go too far, and it just shoots off. Not that I'm really good at those games anyway, but
I can't wait to play with your car when you get here.
I know.
Wow, are you gonna let him touch your car?
It's got a fart mode now, where you can make fart sounds with it.
Wow.
And a romance mode where it puts a fireplace up on the screen and like heats the car up.
Oh.
Does it play? Does it play "Color Me Bad" during that time?
Oh, wait,
I don't know.
No, "Color Me Bad" is the most.
That was Amy Grant
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna sex you up.
Tip top, you don't stop.
It does play some sensual music, but I'm not sure what.
Adult kids close your ears for a minute. So for some reason that popped up on Spotify. I have no idea why, but that song popped up, and we were listening to the lyrics, and we're like, "Wait, what did it say?" And it says, "Let's make love till we wake up," and I'm like, "How does that work? You're asleep?"
Yeah.
Or while the act is going on?
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody. Go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just going to say you're obviously not doing it right.
Yeah, exactly.
You sleep during it.
I mean, it could also somebody could come and say that that's date rape or something while they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Baby, it's cold outside. It's bad.
Yeah, that song's still around, but we can't listen to Baby, It's Cold Outside. Come on, people. Anyway.
And then yeah.
So I heard that your fart mode. We're way over an hour. You set it off during the drive-thru at Starbucks today?
Yeah. So she put it on, and so there's different modes you can do. You can put it on where basically someone sits down in the seat, it'll go off. So like a whoopee cushion. You can put it on where when you hit the turn signal, it'll start farting. Then you can do it. Then you can do it where it's just like you initialize it. There's a button on it where you hit, and it farts. And you can actually move the sound around to different speakers in the car. So it sounds like it's coming from a certain direction, but the button it is that you hit to make it fart is also the button you hit to pause the music. and we drove up to the drive-thru, and I always turn the music off when we're pulling up, and big old fart went off when I hit the button. Rolling down the window. I don't know if they heard it. Whatever. But like the whole time when we pulled up there while we were waiting on them to open the window to give us our drinks, I just kept hitting it. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep hitting it. They're gonna open that window at some point.
I have a question. If you fart in the car, does it compensate for that fart and take care of the smell for you? Does it turn it off and recirculate, or like shoot in a mist of
the seat cushions have a charcoal layer underneath, so when you fart into the seat, it filters it. Yeah,
that would be even more impressive if it had a fart
be nice
detection mode or something.
I like that.
Oh. So
episode
anyway,
85 fart mode.
Yeah, I don't know what we're calling this. But yeah, we're at way over an hour. Thanks guys for listening. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. Go out and buy somebody a koosh ball today, or a koosh ball today. I really want a koosh ball now. I need to go talk to Santa.
Could be in one of those crates that's at the house right now.
Man, I hope no kids are listening to this show, because we just like spoil Christmas for some. Man,
Santa's real. I don't know about you guys. Santa is real.
Santa's real.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of this episode. Kids, Santa is real.
Oh gosh, don't listen to this episode. Yeah, I should have thought about that one, I guess.
Spoiler alert! Christmas spoiler alert!
Santa's real. Isn't real.
Santa is real.
He is real.
Talking
it's
about
as you want it to be. He's as real as you want him to be, and yeah, you make Santa real.
Yeah, Santa's real.
I dressed up as.
You dressed up as Santa? Why would you dress up as Santa?
I dressed up as Santa and showed up on a security camera. No. Showed up on the security cameras at my in-laws' place so that they could show the video to the kids and be like, "Look, Santa came!" And
now you just ruined that for all those kids.
But Santa's real, because Santa didn't come to.
We we've probably already established that Catron gets coal, so
Yeah.
Santa does
so
not
he
come to
wouldn't
his
know
house.
about Santa, but we know
right.
about Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ruin it
And-
for you guys? Is that...
What? That sounds real.
Well,
Did you guys
no.
watch that? We gotta wrap up. Did you watch that video I sent you? From
what?
Olin Rogers Christmas?
No.
Oh, you didn't get it? I texted it to you guys.
Oh, who? Oh, is that what that funny guy? The guy
I
yelling
don't
at my
pay attention-
phone.
I don't pay attention to stuff that you send me, so I did not watch it.
Santa's favorite kid? You gotta listen to that story. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's the guy that screams at you.
No,
Has
he's a good
no carpet in his house.
He's a good storyteller.
He was so loud.
I have to watch.
But
Well,
yes.
turn your volume. Did you listen to it or watch it?
Yes.
I have not. I have to watch
About
it.
what he calls pajamas? It was hilarious. Anyways, go watch it. Olin Rogers, greatest storyteller on YouTube. Check him out.
When you said Olin Rogers, I was thinking of the pictures people. Olin Mills. It's like Olin Rogers.
I thought of a baseball player. I don't know why.
Nolan
he's the
Ryan.
he's the guy that made the he's the guy that made the cartoon or the animated series on TBS. I forget what it's called. It's really good though. Anyways, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining us and listening to our rambles. If you like these fun games, let us know. That would make our day. on social media.
I got a
I
sock.
Geek Show most places. I'm free.
I'm free.
And we're gonna have more guests on. Once the new year gets here.
Oh.
I'm sure we'll all dive into our pools, vaults. And if you know somebody that you think we should have on, and you actually know them personally, let us know. I'm decided that if Chris, if you and I and your wife all pull together our resources, we can get Aaron Ryder on the show one day.
There we go. We can do it.
If you don't know who that is, then it's okay. She actually
Then you
retweets our stuff and responds sometimes when I post stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Destination
My wife
Truth.
did a drawing of her, and she loved it, and sent her a
We got the
signed picture back.
Get her on the
They're
show.
like besties.
Get her on.
Get her on. Anyways, Merry Christmas, Merry Geekmas,
Merry Geekmas.
Merry Christmas,
Happy.
and we'll see you before the new year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy Geek Year.
We'll do an episode when Chris is here in town, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Have it in person.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, Jay.
Oh. Good night, everybody. This has been episode 85 of I Am Geek.
Bye-bye.